Hey guys, Life in China with Patrick Copal as well. We are here at a park about 20 minutes outside of Wanning. It's one of those parks that has the goats, the donkeys, the cows, the llamas that the kids can feed. Like you buy this bucket of carrots and lettuce, and the kids they've been doing it for the past 2 hours, so they've been having a lot of fun. And I'm sitting here at a bar having an IPA. This is an American IPA. You don't see it very often here in China, at least offered in a bar. You could buy this stuff on Taobao, but I'm just sitting here, just relaxing here in the shade, and I thought I would share with you something that I've been thinking about a lot since we've been on vacation, and it has to do with education. And when you're thinking to yourself, like, what the hell does education have to do with being on vacation? Well, every time we go on vacation, my wife, Tsui Tsui, she brings all of Guoguo's books. She brings the math books, she brings the English books, she brings the Chinese writing books. And while we're on vacation, Guoguo is spending about 2.5 to 3 hours a day, sometimes more, doing homework. Now, he kind of creates the length himself. He does stuff wrong, he's kind of sloppy. And when he does his math, he doesn't pay attention, so he gets some of the problems wrong. So he has to go over and do it again. If he slowed down, he would be done in an hour and a half or 2 hours. But my point is, he's having to do homework on vacation. And I used to get irritated with him. Like, you know, we're supposed to be on vacation. Why are you making our children do homework on vacation? And I can tell you that most kids that are traveling, they probably have their books and they're probably doing some form of homework while they are here in Hainan. And you think to yourself, at least in the Western world, you think, why would you do that to your kids? They need that free time. And I agree with that. I think there needs to be a balance. But I wanted to address the competition that is out there. There's a ton of competition here in China. And if you're not at the top of your game, if you don't have the highest scores, you're going to be passed by. You're going to be pushed out of the system. What happens if you don't do well? Eventually, out of junior high, you could be pushed into like a vocational school where you're learning how to be an electrician or a plumber or whatever it may be. And there's nothing wrong with those things. But it's not like in the United States, where as electrician or plumber, you make decent money. So I know some plumbers that make really good money, but here in China, it's a little bit different. Those jobs are kind of looked down upon. I don't want to sound negative towards it, but they would just rather their children be an engineer, a doctor, and have a degree that is going to give them the opportunity to land the best job that they could land. Because the competition is very high. So that's why Guoguo is having to study so much. My wife recognizes this competition that he's going to have to fight against. I see it too, and now I kind of understand. I'm less defensive about it. I do push him to do more homework, but it's simply because of the competition that this kid is going to have to face when he grows up. If he were in the United States, it'd probably be a little bit less pressure on him. He's a smart kid. He makes probably low A's, mid A's in math. His Chinese, he probably makes low A's. His English, he makes mid A's. But if you're not 95, 96, 97, 98, 100 consistently, then you're going to be passed by in going to a good high school or a good college. So in the United States, it's different. It's the complete opposite. I think there needs to be more focus on studying. I think too many teenagers are getting in trouble in the United States because they aren't studying like they should. And if kids are studying, they're not going to get into trouble. And you just hear in China, you don't see many, it happens, but you don't see many Chinese kids getting in trouble because they spend the majority of their time studying. I think a balance for both sides would be good. In China, a little bit less studying, more free time, more social time. And there were some educational changes that were built, that came out to help kind of facilitate that, to give the kids more time instead of being in some training school or something like that. And that's a whole nother subject. But in the United States, there needs to be more study time, less play time, because I think you would see less kids getting into trouble. It's an extreme. It's a very large, not large, but it's just a big difference between how much Chinese kids study and how much American kids study. So I thought I'd just share that with you. I hope all is well. If you have any questions, any thoughts, if you'd like to add anything extra to what I said, please feel free to make a comment in the comment section. If this is your first time visiting our channel, please give us a thumbs up, and if you feel so inclined, then we'd love to have you as a new subscriber. That's it for me today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my IPA. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.